Hi, this is Chuck Oliver. Welcome to this week's Hidden Wealth Solution Review. Well, first off, happy holidays. Thank you to many of our loyal listeners and followers. We really appreciate you and want to wish you and your family the best of holiday season. Well, I want to talk to you of a gift. This gift could be cold. This gift could be a great present. It's been the common, most popular, most positive feedback gift that is transcribed from our clients, both boomers and retirees alike. And that's the gift of learning how to avoid unnecessary taxes as it relates to their income, their assets, insulating their income and their assets from Uncle Sam and the IRS legally, ethically, and morally is something we can control, especially in this out of control, what feels like country ran by an administration that clearly doesn't know which end is up, and what we can do to protect ourselves and control what we can control, avoiding this trickle-down tax trap that's coming and learning what you can do in 2022. Here's what I mean. These are the two biggest things. So the number one thing that we see that negatively impacts those that are high income earners and strong savers. So I'm talking to those of you that have incomes of $200,000 or more if you're still working or even retired, as well as those of you that are retired and have been strong savers of $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $5 million or more. There is a war on wealth from Washington, and it's not going to be enough to collect the taxes through income. They're going to have to attack it with a kind of a wealth tax hidden as a different income tax. See, the Congress, according to Grover Norquist, who I talked about, that was on Fox Business on Maria Bartiromo last week, talked about this is just a disguised wealth tax, but since Congress can't change or create a wealth tax, they just disguise it as another income tax. And here's a couple of those things that you can get out in front of to learn what you can do to protect yourself from taxes or changes that you can't undo in 2022. One of them is Roth conversion. It wasn't that long ago, going back to pre-2010, that not only were many people locked out of making a Roth contribution, but they were also restricted from being able to convert their IRAs to a Roth through a Roth conversion. And that was lifted in 2010 because the government needed more money under the Biden administration, who was just spending like a drunken sailor, not even as bad as, sadly, what the Biden administration is spending. So the Biden administration is going to have to take a different stance. And what they're looking to do now is to restrict not just income level that they're still in place to be able to do a Roth contribution, but also the rumors of coming back of prohibiting people from being able to do a Roth conversion, not just based on their income, but also on the amount that they've saved. Now, that's scary, but it gets worse. That's rumblings and rumors our tax team is hearing. What almost passed was Congress, Washington saying, these are the only assets we're going to allow somebody that has a high asset level or a high income level, as they restrict different means testing, to what you can hold in a Roth IRA. And many of you, I know, like to hold your real estate, your private notes, gold, silver, other things that are outside the norm that the government can't control as much, cryptocurrency, et cetera. And the government, they want to be able to track that. And they don't want you to be in things, you and I to be in things that they can't track and tax. Well, folks, the time to get these things in place, and it's never too early and it's never too late, whether you're already retired or you're just in a position of maybe 1 to 5 years of being away from retirement. It's never too early, it's never too late to get a head start of being tax smart and learning what you can do to avoid these trickle-down tax implications in 2022. Go to retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com, and learn how you can be a low tax or a no tax retiree. I'm excited to share with you, and I know with the hustle and bustle of the holidays, and many of you maybe just, being this forwarded to you by your family and friends. Folks, we work with clients all over the country, and the greatest gift that they've given as feedback to us is being able to be in control of their taxes as opposed to their taxes controlling them. We can teach you as well how to avoid market downside and have only upside, and how to have less risk with more return and less cost. But if the taxes aren't addressed, the rest of it will be inferior. And the time to get that done is now. And the time to avoid this trickle-down tax, because they booted the Build Back Better bill into next year. So now they're even hungrier for more tax in a shorter period of time. Learn how you can get grandfathered. Because remember, they tried to go back and make some tax changes like capital gain tax increases, step up in basis, et cetera, retroactive even back to April this year. Learn what you can do to take advantage of avoiding these trickle-down taxes in 2022. Retirementprotected.com, retirementprotected.com.